Our movie today begins with a vampire named Dracula, who is singing at his window, reminiscing about when his home was a castle surrounded by a hotel. He also recalls when his daughter, Mavis, met her husband Johnny in that same castle. Johnny decided to marry her and live in the world of monsters and vampires. Later, they are shown celebrating the hotel's anniversary. Johnny surprises his family with a song he performs on stage with the help of Frankenstein. Dracula then takes the stage, thanks Johnny, and informs the audience that he has a surprise to announce at midnight. He leaves the stage to speak with his wife, who tells him not to worry about Johnny's over-the-top enthusiasm. Dracula complains that Johnny's excitement ruins everything, but she advises him that he needs to accept that things won't always go his way, especially since Dracula is about to retire and Mavis and Johnny will be responsible for the hotel. Because of her super hearing, Mavis overhears this conversation from a distance. She is surprised to learn that her father intends to step down from managing the hotel, to live the rest of his life with his wife, free from the stresses of work. Excited, she runs to tell Johnny the news. Johnny is shocked because Dracula has always made him feel unloved and excluded from the family for being an ordinary human and not a vampire. Johnny tries to contain his excitement until Dracula makes the official announcement. Behind the curtain, Dracula rehearses the speech where he will hand the key to Hotel Transylvania to his daughter, but Johnny sees him. Johnny bursts in excitedly, but Dracula tells him he can't hand over the hotel because Johnny isn't sensible enough to manage it. Thinking of an excuse, Dracula tells Johnny he cannot inherit the hotel because he is not a vampire. He invents a monster real estate law stating that if a human inherits property from a vampire, the property will be redistributed. Dracula apologizes to a very upset Johnny, insisting the rule is serious and he won't risk the property. The curtain opens, and Mavis tells her father how excited she is for his announcement. Standing at the microphone, Dracula changes his mind and instead of retiring, announces an expansion of the hotel to accommodate more guests. Mavis is upset and disappointed by her father's decision. Afterward, his wife Erica confronts Dracula and asks why he changed his mind. He pretends not to hear her over the music and flees. Johnny seeks out Erica's grandfather, an inventor, and expresses his frustration that he is the cause of Mavis's sadness because he's not a monster. The inventor reveals he has a device in his lab that can turn a human into a monster. In the lab, which is filled with inventions, the inventor tells Johnny not to touch anything. He shows Johnny a device with a glowing stone that can transform humans into monsters. They test it successfully on the inventor's pet guinea pig. And Johnny decides to use it on himself. The ray hits Johnny, and he transforms